What's up? This is Square2448 with a Farming Simulator 17 video, and today we'll be installing some rock in some landscaping beds, and we'll be using the John Deere tractor and the new dump truck, which is full of crushed rock, and the tow trailer on the Wood Meadow Creek map. So let's hop in the dump truck and get loaded up here, since we do have a lot we need to do. And right now the flower beds have dirt, and we need to spread all this, and this almost acts just like bark mulch, just so you do not have to replace it as much, which is pretty nice. So we'll tilt the trailer, and I think we'll start up the John Deere and load it up now. And a lot of you guys have got a lot of requests for me to kind of do many other things and use different types of equipment, so I thought instead of using a skid steer, we could definitely use the tractor, which definitely does the same thing. So we'll kind of watch out for that chicken right there and load up here. Now this tow trailer is a little bit wider, but these roads here on this map are perfect for us. So we'll definitely kind of load up. Looks like the bucket is scraping the trailer, which is definitely not good, so we had to readjust, but awesome. So we got that good, and we'll tilt the trailer down and make our way over. And it looks like there's a little bit too much weight on the back, and the back of the truck is a little bit higher, but I think we'll be fine. And I did do a mod review on this truck previously, and this is one nice looking truck. I really do enjoy using awesome trucks like this, but if you do have any cool video ideas, let me know down below in the description and in the comments. And it looks like we are taking a little bit more time to kind of get up to speed, since we are kind of pulling a load, and we have a full truckload of gravel, but it looks like we are making it up the hill. And we are now heading over to one of the side streets where our job is located. It's a house, and we, like I was saying, have to spread some rock almost like you would bark mulch. So we'll definitely be taking a left turn up here. But we are rocking one nice setup today. I thought it would be pretty cool to use the John Deere, especially since we haven't really used it too much for some landscaping and stuff like that. But I believe that the street is just up here. It looks like it's after this very large house over here, so we'll definitely make our turn and go in. And we do have a ways on the back of the John Deere, kind of help out with a counterweight, because rocks are definitely very heavy. And it looks like it is after this large house, but it looks like we'll definitely kind of pull in here. And like I was saying, if you do have any cool ideas for any landscaping, let me know down below in the comments. I'm very excited about the landscaping season. And since it is kind of spring and going into summer now, we'll definitely be doing a lot more. And it should be right up here after the turn. It's over here, and it is a brown house, which is a pretty large house. So I think what we will definitely be doing is disconnecting the tow trailer kind of on the side of the road, and then we'll dump all the rocks. We'll dump like half the truckload inside the driveway. That way we don't have to keep undoing and reloading up some, if you have to say. But before we kind of do that, here it is, guys. We have to cover all this dirt with rocks, and like I was saying, this will act just like bark mulch, just that it would not have to be replaced every year or anything like that. So we'll definitely back this off before we disconnect the truck. And I think we'll just kind of leave this right here. And I don't think it's a good thing to kind of leave the trailer in the tilt position, just because you don't know if anybody could be coming trying to ramp off it. I mean, that's pretty epic, trying to ramp off a trailer, but I don't think that's going to be good for us. So we'll turn our lights on, and we'll kind of back in. These are awesome how we have this, and I think we'll kind of back it in, make it pretty easy for us. So I think right here, so we'll kind of dump the load, and I think we'll dump kind of half the load, since that is actually a pretty large amount right there. So I think we'll kind of leave this off to the side of the road with the hazard lights on, and just kind of unload more if we need it. But it's always good to unload less than what you need, because it's a lot easier than kind of having to load it back up. So let's hop in the John Deere and fill up the bucket. Now this is one nice and compact John Deere. I do like using compact equipment, and this is one nice tractor, which I do like. So we'll definitely kind of scoop up here, and these are the in-game front loader and in-game bucket, and also weight. But we are going to be having all the links to all of these mods in the description below. So I think we'll kind of raise this up and let's kind of see how we could do this. This is the first time kind of spreading rock, and definitely looks actually very decent so far. And look, from the looks of it, we might have enough. If we do, we'll definitely take it back to our base, since we definitely do not want to just give them extra, because we have extra. But that actually will definitely look pretty nice, having a nice rock area. Now what I did notice is when you do drive over all these rocks, they do kind of spread out, which is very realistic. I do like all that realism. So I think we'll kind of do this in first person view. Definitely going to be a challenge, but I think we'll kind of turn over here. Almost just kind of hit that house if we did not. Squeeze in between the house and this tree. Looks like we can. And they will definitely be installing some bushes and things like that, but they did not pay us to do that right now. So I think we'll kind of get this in position and tilt the bucket and back up. Awesome. So as you guys can see, I did kind of back up. I did it a little fast. So we'll definitely kind of dump this, and squeezing in between this house and the tree I see has become quite a challenge for us. But we'll kind of readjust here and kind of let's do it in non-first person, third person view, because it's definitely a lot easier seeing exactly where you are instead of doing it with the cab view. But what are we kind of hung up on? Looks like we are hung up on over there. So if you guys haven't already, I do recommend you follow me over on Instagram. I do post a lot of pretty cool pictures, and I really like interacting with you on all the other social media websites. So we'll kind of lift this up and kind of dump this out, and look at all this nice rock, guys. It's awesome. Now some rock landscapes do cost a little bit more since it is rock, but it definitely looks just as nice as bark mulch. So I think we'll kind of start to work on over here. And we still do have a little bit left, and I'm very surprised that we haven't really used up too much. But let's take a look. There's a little bit right here. It looks awesome. Now it is a little bumpy right here, so I think by driving over it, I think that we could do it. So let's kind of squeeze in between here, and driving, like I was saying, over it, it will definitely kind of help out leveling this out. Awesome. So we'll come back over here and we'll kind of get more, and it looks like, guys, we need to dump a little bit more here, which is, like I was saying, not that big of a problem since we kind of planned to do that. We'll kind of go over here, and awesome. So we have a bucket load. We'll use up all of this. I think we'll kind of touch up a little bit more over here before we kind of start the side. Awesome. So we did all that. This actually is coming along very well, so I think we'll come over here and do some more. But yeah, it looks like we have to dump probably the rest of the truckload, and that is a little too much. Let's see. We'll definitely kind of just come over here, but let me know down below in the comments, do you guys like these landscaping videos? And if you do have any cool landscaping ideas for me, let me know down below in the comments. I'm very excited to be using the building materials mod and everything like that. But I think we'll kind of drive back over here, and we definitely need to dump some more out of the truck. So we'll start this up, turn our lights on, and I really do like this truck. It's an awesome truck. So we'll definitely dump, I would say, the rest of the truck, since I think we'll probably use it all up. Now that is definitely a lot, but it looks like that's it. And I think we'll lower this down, and we will just kind of have gravity lower it, because sometimes dump beds do work with gravity kind of on the hydraulics, but we'll definitely kind of scoop that up. And this bucket is pretty large, I did notice. It takes a lot, which is awesome. So we'll kind of back up over here, and I think instead of pulling up, kind of redoing it all, we'll definitely kind of just go this way. It might be a little bit easier, especially since it will also be more efficient. So we'll definitely kind of get this in a good position, kind of back up slowly. Awesome. So it looks like one or two more buckets will probably do it, but that's actually awesome how only one more will do it, or one more. But we might have to load a little bit more into the truck, which, like I was saying, we were trying to prevent, but I think, though, that's not too much that we kind of have to load. And the bucket is full. And I'm just kind of backing up here because it's actually a lot easier than it, instead of kind of turning around and everything. But yes, I think though that backing up would be a lot easier in some places. But we'll kind of get this in position and back up. Awesome, so it looks like we just ran out, which is pretty exciting because we are almost done with this job. And this job looks really good. Now we just need to come back, plant some flowers, and almost everything would be done. So we'll kind of back up over here, and I think we'll kind of touch up a little bit of these areas. But for the most part, it is pretty decent. Like I was saying, we do not have like a shovel or rake, anything like that, but this definitely looks awesome. So we'll definitely kind of get over here and just right over here. Now we can't get up close to the house just like we did on the other side, and I don't think that's going to be really possible, but we'll definitely give it a try. And I'm just going now, kind of just, ooh, a little too much. That's not too good, but we'll definitely kind of scoop up some of these extra that are over here. Let's see if that's possible. Definitely now just trying to clean this up, make it a little bit nicer. But we did it, guys. We built a very nice rock landscape, if you would say. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down below in the comments what should we do for the next landscaping one. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.